coming off his first win of his major league career against the Cardinals last Sunday. It was also the first win of the season for Miami. And the first pitch here is high, 1-0.
It's a good indication of how the game has changed. A first pitch slider to start the game to Ronald.
Ronald had a good game yesterday. A lot of different Braves did, but Ronald had 2 hits. To the stolen base. Another slider and another one upstairs, 2-0. So as CJ said, 3rd overall pick in the 2020 draft was Max Meyer, but missed all of last year recovering from Tommy John surgery. But they love what this guy has, his arsenal, and they think he has a very bright future. He grew up in the Twin Cities and pitched at the University of Minnesota. Here's his 2-1. Ronald scorches it, but directly at Brujan. Brujan once again in today for a sick Tim Anderson at shortstop. All right, CJ, how about today's 4 keys?
Well, a couple of things here. First of all, yesterday what we saw from the Atlanta Braves lineup, absolutely smoking the baseball. EV charts, exit velocity was off the charts for them at nearly 97 miles an hour. That's the average of every ball that was put in play, and it's time to meet Max. Not a single Atlanta Brave has faced this pitcher before.
He does get Acuna. Now he deals to Ozzie Albies, who also had a couple of hits and an RBI yesterday. Speaking of guys named Max Fried, if you missed it last night, was sensational for Atlanta. 6 1/3 strong, gave up just 1 run. Ozzie looking for the left center field gap, but it won't get there because De La Cruz cuts it off. Bathed in the sunshine there today here in the late afternoon hours in Miami. The guys were telling me during batting practice, you can see the breeze is pretty stiff today, that if you get the ball in the air to left, it will fly out of here.
Hey, do they not have flags here anywhere?
I'm looking around and I don't see any. They do have palm trees, though. So,
where was everybody looking during the anthem?
In their hearts.
Yeah, that's where it starts.
Ooh, generous call there. Home plate umpire today is Brian O'Nora. There's some flags, but they're not on a pole. But trust us, a little breezy, and as I said, 79 degrees. 1-2. There's that slider from Meyer.
I said it to you before the game, and we'll see how things go today, but it feels like pop-ups could be an issue. We saw yesterday the wind wasn't nearly as bad as it is today, and even some of the Marlins, who obviously play their home games here, did not look that comfortable on some of the pop-ups.
As we told you yesterday, the Marlins all of last season only played 5 games with the roof open. This is already the 7th game here that they've had at Lone Depot Park without the roof. And you can see the shadows, a little tricky right now for some of those outfielders and infielders. 3-2 here to Austin Riley. Max Meyer looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Payoff pitch. And he comes in and hits Austin Riley.
And he does it with a changeup at 88 miles an hour. It still hurts. It's 88 miles an hour. No doubt catching Austin off guard here a little bit as he's looking for something out over the plate in a full count. A little bit of a look out there to Meyer after the fact. He's missed with the off speed a couple of times, arm side high. Which tells me he's been a little bit quick and not quite on time just yet.
Braves first base runner, now Matt Olson. had a double yesterday, his 7th of the season. Orlando Arcia, a couple of doubles. He also has 7. And those two guys tied for 2nd in the doubles category behind Ohtani for the lead in Major League Baseball. Hit well to left center field. Jazz Chisholm back in front of the track. He's got it. So the Braves get a runner but stranded, and we go to the bottom of the 1st.
Appreciate y'all hanging out here tonight. Thank you so much, y'all, as I'm trying to get all this set up with the emojis and stuff, as we have come from another channel, from another racing thing. Here is your coming up here for your Marlins. Coming up for your Marlins, Arias, Bell, and Berger for your Marlins. So 1, 2, 3 there for actually, Austin Riley got hit by a pitch, but Matt Olson flies out. Ozzie flies out, and Acuna as well. So coming up here, bottom of the 1st, no score, no hits. Braves, Marlins, a Braves ball stream. Share the stream out. Tell everybody about it as we have the 3D going on here. And I'll get with your chat here. 1 second. I'm getting all the emojis going here. 1 second, guys.
Unconventional. That doesn't make them any less important to follow. So when you find your purpose,
Get the emojis for you, y'all.
better rates, fewer fees.
Screenshots.
After all, a different kind
Recent images. Screenshots.
of banking. Boost your savings with competitive rates and guaranteed on CDs. Learn more at georgiasown.org.
You and our state law enforcement team have the same goal. A safe arrival.
Oh, they're so far down here. Select. Save.
Tennessee, work hard
Place.
for safety on our roads of this time.
Screenshots.
2012, game 2 of the series. And the Marlins will bring this lineup to the dish at the bottom of the 1st. Presented by your local Toyota dealers. Again, at shortstop, it's Brujan in there for Tim Anderson today, who's out ill. He will bat 9th. Christian Bethencourt will get the start at catcher.
Mods, if you can just, anybody that's talking, just let them know. I can't see the chat.
And it
Just
is
give me
Chris
1
Sale
second,
making
y'all.
his 3rd Atlanta Braves start.
14th, different season in the big leagues here for Chris Sale. He's been really good through his first 2 starts so far. We talked about it in the open. He's been in the zone. He's been
Chris
in the
Sale.
zone with really high velocity, sitting at 95 miles an hour with his heater.
Sale got his first win as a Brave last Sunday against Arizona when he went 5 1/3. Struck out 6, did not walk anybody. And he deals to Luis Ariz. 1-1.
This is a hard guy to get out. Rise.
Equal, and Chris Sale with his arm angle and live arm can be really tough on lefties, but Luis Ariz has handled lefties well in his career, but not so far this year. He's hitting just 143 against lefties.
That paints the outside corner.
It's about half of his career average at 280, but it's early.
Well, the Marlins collectively had struggled against everybody, but in particular, left-handed starters have really befuddled them this year. He reaches for that, and on one hop, Ozzie Albies takes care of business.
Go, Ozzie.
But the Marlins, Sale is the 9th left-handed starter that they've already faced this year. And so far, this Marlins offense has only produced 12 runs in 46 2/3 innings against left-handed starters.
So 9 of 14 games that they have played.
Yes.
I guess, well, he's number 9?
He's number 9.
So 9 of 15.
Yeah, 9 of 15 have been
Almost
lefties.
done, y'all.
Of course, Fried was the 8th yesterday and got the win going 6 1/3 as the Braves cruise to the 8-1 victory.
Keep hitting that like button as well. This is our 3rd stream of the day.
Josh Bell down the left field line. The wind blowing out to left today, and it takes that ball into the bullpen. And Miami has their
Josh
first
Bell
lead
with a
in the
home run.
series.
One nothing, Miami.
You mentioned the wind and the effect that it would have there and left. This is a 94-mile-an-hour fastball. Didn't quite get it in as far as they wanted it. You see Travis d'Arnaud is going to come back over to the middle of the plate a little bit, and that was just enough for Josh Bell to get to it.
So 1-0 Miami, and now first baseman Jake Berger.
All right, should be good to go now.
What do you think of these Miami unis, CJ?
These are their City Connects, is that right?
Yep, red with the stripes.
I don't love them. Trying to think of the nicest way to
Appreciate
say it
your honesty.
without getting myself in any trouble. I'm trying to figure out, like, you know, the connection there on the pinstripes. Seems like a lot of different ways you could go here in Miami.
And members, you'll have to
Those
refresh.
old school teals from the Florida Marlin days. Those were nice.
I like the helmets.
I do like the helmets. I'd say overall I give them a B. Now 4 straight balls there to Berger. So
Sale
Chris
doesn't look
Sale
too good.
struggling a little bit here in the first inning. Couple of first basemen talking over there as Brian De La Cruz, the left fielder, stands in. De La Cruz has a little pop in his bat. That's why he hits cleanup. 19 homers last year. That was actually second on the team. The guy who led the team in homers, Jorge Soler, hit 36 of them last year. He is now with the San Francisco Giants. It's interesting. You read a lot about it. Miami didn't really make much of an attempt to re-sign Jorge Soler.
I think it was kind of the theme of their offseason. Right? There were no big additions. Payroll came down a little bit for the Miami Marlins, and it felt like they were just not going to put their best foot forward to try to contend this year, which is disappointing for this fan base because they were in the postseason last year.
And now off to a 2-12
Keep hitting
start.
that like button, y'all, so we can get some more attention from YouTube. De La Cruz.
1-2 from Chris Sale. Reaching for this. It's in the same spot down the left field line that Bell's
Come on,
ball
get
went,
it.
but this time
What a catch.
Kelnick gets to it and makes a spectacular
Kelnick.
diving grab.
Tissues.
Oh, Arcia threw it over the head of Olsen as Berger scrambled back, but he'll
What
stay
a
at
catch.
first. What a play and left.
We have seen plus defense from Jared Kelnick in left field. We've seen his
Jared
arm.
Kelnick.
He's shown it off a couple of times so far this season. And how about how far he had to run to get this baseball? Tremendous speed that he has, the athleticism, battling the sun there a little bit as well. That is a great play from Kelnick.
He continues to impress both defensively and offensively. Berger had gotten to second base. He scrambled back. And now here's Jazz Chisholm.
So do you like to kind of bag on some of the StatCast stuff every once in a while? Like, there's certain things that pop up. They're like, no way. One of those from that play right there, that there was a 3% hit probability on that play.
No way.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying.
That seems extremely low. So
Tried
you're
for a
telling me
bunt.
that
Chisholm.
97% of the left fielders get to that ball?
No chance.
Yeah. We were impressed, Jared. Don't you worry. One pitch and a slider fooled Jazz Chisholm. 1-2.
And I'll probably get an email.
Oh,
For some reason, those
that's
things
not
don't
K
work
yet.
inversely.
He tricked
So
me.
it's a 3% chance
He
on the
tricked
hit,
me.
but a 25% catch probability. Don't ask me. I don't know. I don't know why, how that
I
works.
didn't see that, Andrew.
So they do give him a little bit more credit than just the 3%.
I'm taking your
tricked
word
me.
for it.
It's 5 stars, would recommend. That's what he gets from me.
Two down, 2-2 pitch coming from the lefty Sale in his third start as a Brave. And he gets a nasty
There it is.
slider
K's in the
to take
chat.
down Jazz
K's
Chisholm.
in the chat,
Homer
y'all.
by Bell makes it 1-0. But the highlight of that first inning for the Braves was Jared Kelenic. What a play out and left.
All right. Appreciate y'all hanging out here tonight. Atlanta Braves. I haven't done a Braves stream in a while, so bear with me here as we had to rush in from a race to this. And then coming up this week, we'll do a lot more baseball as well. But appreciate everybody being here tonight on the Go at CeeLo for some Atlanta Braves baseball. Every time Chris Sales strikes somebody out, we're dropping the K's in the chat. So make sure you're sharing the stream out. Tell the others that CeeLo's doing some baseball if you know where everybody is. So let's get some more folks in here to watch some baseball with us until they figure it out. YouTube's not really sharing us right now because all they know is we did racing all morning. So it's kind of confusing it, but that's okay. We'll get them in here. But if you're a subscriber, thank you for being here. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you subscribe to Atlanta Braves Baseball. We're going to be bringing you live baseball here. And this is our 3D look to it. And I hope you guys enjoy it. And we're coming up in the lineup here. I'm going to show that. Let's see here.
Because on temperature and
That's that.
we want you to.
And there's the lineup for the Marlins. Or that's for the Braves coming up. Acuna, Albies, Riley, Olsen. Coming up is Marcell Ozuna, who's been on fire. Michael Harris, Arcia, Darno, Jared Kelenic, who just had an amazing play in left field. So there's the lineup for it coming up. And here we go. Ozuna. Big Bears in the chat. Let's go, Big Bears.
What a positive impact Marcell has on the younger Braves hitters and how they improve their swings. He offered an interesting piece of insight last night into how he does that. Because he's the DH, he says he has more time to watch video while the rest of his teammates are in the field defensively, and that allows him to pay extra attention to the swings, not only of his own, but of his teammates. And that's another example of how technology kind of changing things.
And for players that embrace being a DH, right? Not everybody can do it, and obviously Marcell can and does it well. And it also uses that time to his advantage to help others, which doesn't surprise anybody, as we hear about what a great teammate he is all the time.
And boy, has he been hitting the baseball. 11-game hit streak. Right now, he is tied with 3 others for the Major League lead in homers with 6. He is second in Major League Baseball.
Yeah, it's not even sharing us out.
Big cut there, 2-2 to Marcell. And boy, did he hit a long homer last night to straightaway center, 446 feet.
Who would have thought he would be our top guy?
And guess what? That hit streak bumps up now
There you
to
go,
12
Ozuna.
games, longest active streak in Major League Baseball, and it belongs to Marcell Ozuna.
Marcell
And a lot of what we have
Ozuna.
seen from him is this right here. It's an elevated fastball, and he's able to get to it across the top of the zone. He's been
I know,
one of the
isn't
best
that
in
crazy
baseball
finish,
since he's
Jake?
been on this hot streak going back to May 1st last year, and there he is once again. More and more hitters have realized with the way the game has changed, you've got to be able to hit the high fastball, and Marcell has done it really, really well.
So Michael Harris now. He was 1 for 5 yesterday.
Hitting that like
Drove
button,
in a
trying to
run with
get
an
to
RBI
30
single.
likes. See if we can get to 100. It's gonna be tough today. Not getting the share.
So yesterday we saw Marcell go to the double oven mitts. Looks like he singled today. And I kind of wonder, oh, never mind,
Nope.
there we go. I spoke too soon.
It's always delayed. The left one goes on first, and then he needs the help from Tom Goodwin to get on the other one. That's called a strike 2 and 1.
I had a hitter tell me last year there was a player that would hit in front of him that always took too long to get his oven mitts on. So he actually would use his timeout as he was walking up to the box to give him time because he didn't want to see him messing around with it. Just get it done, get it on. I don't want to be distracted during my at-bat.
Of all the players and how they look with a couple of oven mitts on, Marcell Ozuna's my favorite. Was he such a big stolen base threat?
That left arm looks a little bit longer than the right one.
In on the hands here, and a little pop to the shortstop, Brujan, one away.
I really wanted to see Brujan smiling there. That was not an infield fly, obviously. He thought about potentially dropping that. Michael had kind of pulled up a little bit halfway.
And it's
the wrist
Orlando Arcia.
Spin on it. It could have kicked away from him, but there was no doubt that he thought about it.
Really, Scott, what's up, man? Good to see you, buddy.
Shortstop Orlando Arcia. From Max Meyer. Sent to third. They'll try to turn 2 here, and they will. 5-4-3. So the
5-4-3 double play.
Does nothing, and we head to the bottom of the second.
All right. Appreciate y'all hanging out. Up to bat here for your Marlins, Garcia, Riviera, and Bentoncourt. And let's take a look at the lineup for your Marlins. Marlins here. Alvarez was leading off. Bell, Berger, De La Cruz, Chisholm Jr. were in the last inning. Garcia, Rivera, Bentoncourt, and Brujan, the shortstop. And Meyer is on the mound. 2.0 innings. 2 innings pitched, 1 hit, no earned runs. Last year had Tommy John, now back at it here. So Meyer, the pitcher, and we got Chris Sale on the mound for the Braves, and he gave up a home run in the first inning there. So keep on hitting that like button for us as you're coming in. Hope you guys have a good day today. We'll see if we can get some more folks in here as the game goes on, as we're in the bottom of the second. Make sure you're hitting that like button. We're trying to get to 100 likes. If we get to 100 likes, we'll go raid a channel. But this is our 3rd stream of the day. It's make money day for CeeLo. So we're trying to get some streaming going on and get that paycheck good for the month of March or month of April. Let's go Braves. Lenny, good to see you. Monkey Business, what's up? We need some hits. Braves signed Yale Grill to a minor league deal today. Oh, not him. So we're just between innings here. And this is our new look for baseball. Hope you guys enjoy it. As we're here in Miami at Lone Depot. The Lone Depot.
We believe the same is true. Thank you.
About to bring in the audio here again.
Atlanta Braves baseball on Valley Sports is presented by Truist. 1-0 Marlins, bottom of the second. Decent crowd today at Lone Depot Park. They have struggled to draw here with the lack of success. Just 2 wins so far. They have not won a game here at home. 0-8 here in this park, but they do have the lead right now in game 2 of the series, and they have a leadoff single off the bat of Avi Garcia.
Garcia had just been 3 of 12 against Chris Sale in his career with 5 punch-outs, but he jumps on a pitch quickly, that fastball, and pretty good approach. We talked about it yesterday. These right-handed hitters, when you're facing lefties, trying to stay inside the ball, drive it the other way. It's a smart approach from a guy who has struggled against Chris Sale.
Collectively facing Miami as a team, Chris Sale has not seen them since 2018 when he was with the Red Sox.
Sale, the pitch.
In fact, he's only made 2 career
Riviera
starts against
up to
Miami.
bat here.
Both of them here at Lone Depot
third
Park.
baseman.
2016 when he was with the White Sox, and then that April 2018 start with the Red Sox. Dealing to Emmanuel Rivera, the third baseman. Right center field is where this one's headed, and that gets down in front of Harris. Garcia
going to go to third.
Into third, and they're at the corners with nobody out.
1st and 3rd. Come on, Sale.
The Marlins so far here are doing a pretty good job of getting the baseball in the air. Only seen the 1 ground out so far. Of course, we saw the home run, that great catch in left field, and now a couple of line drive base hits to the opposite field. Chris Sale has done a good job keeping the baseball on the ground to go along with those strikeouts so far this season.
So he's got to try to work out of a jam here as he deals to the catcher, Christian Bethancourt. Yesterday it was Nick Fortes who got the start at catcher. We did see Bethancourt late in the game come in as a defensive replacement.
So this is a monster soft spot for the Miami Marlins. Their
23 pitches for Sale
are hitting a combined 0.49. 0.49 between both of their catchers. It has been a real struggle.
Yeah, Fortes is 2 for 22, and this guy Bethancourt 0 for 19, and he's quickly down here, no balls and 2 strikes.
You got to be curious, right? Worst season ever by a catching core in baseball. The 2015 Seattle Mariners hit 159.
Well below the Mendoza line.
Or 110 points higher than the Marlins are hitting right now.
And Bethancourt is quickly
K's in the
down
chat
on 3 pitches, 1 away.
K's in the chat.
A slider attack here from Chris Sale to finish off Bethancourt, but pretty much how he treated that entire at-bat. That is a textbook back foot slider. Now you put yourself in that position where a ground ball double play could get you out of this inning.
Brujan 0 for 3 yesterday. That time 96 on the fastball from Sale. One from the lefty. Lined out towards Kelnick. Makes another. No, he dropped
he dropped it.
In his glove. Had a chance to get the run.
Kelnick had a drop. He dropped it.
And Miami has a 2-0 lead.
Oh. Mr. Woodrow, what's up, dude?
In his glove, and then it just popped out.
Oh, Kelnick.
Definitely had a beat on it. Looked like it was going to be another nice
play
up
here
for that
from
Jared Kelnick as we take a peek. Yep, he was
almost
right
had
there.
it. He went to catch it like this.
Which way you want to turn your glove as you're reaching down and running like that. And if you're not careful, you run on your heels a little bit, that ball is going to be shaking as you're coming in. And so it looked like maybe he didn't get a clean look at it.
E7, I'm sure.
To try to get there in time.
So Garcia
gotta
comes
catch
home
it. You're
and
right.
Back to the top of the order here, and Luis Arraez.
Top of the order. Arraez 0 for 1 today, 255
So they went
batting
error
average.
there. Sack fly error. I would say if he caught that ball with his arm and what we have seen so far from him, there was a decent chance that he could have thrown the runner out. Especially with Garcia running.
So first error for Kelnick of the season. Softly to short. Orlando tags the bag. What a play by Orlando.
643 in the chat, y'all. 643.
That will end the frame.
643 in the chat.
Little Orlando magic. He did it.
See how you stack up with
All right.
MLB.
643. We go to the top of the third. 643. As we are going to the top of the third. And let's see who we got up to bat for the Braves. Darno, Kelnick, and Acuna Jr. top of the order coming up for your Braves as we're in the top of the third. 2-0. 2-0 on that error on Kelnick, which brought in that run. It was at third. So 2-0 already. Sale not looking too good, but we'll see how he does.
Find great stays across the USA. Booking.com, booking.com.
Yeah.
There's DNA. Then there's heavy duty DNA. HDNA. It's what every
2 runs isn't the end of the world. That's right. You got that right.
every aspect of the GMC Sierra HT with the fullest power to prove it. GMC. So itches of the world from there to glory.
All right, just wait for the commercial to come back here. Top of the order And it's D-Trade. Let me see those trains in the chat. Trains in the chat, y'all. D-Trade.
8-9-1 coming up for Atlanta, starting with a catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Max Meyer, this pitcher I mentioned, is from the Twin Cities, pitched for the Gophers at the University of Minnesota.
Trains in the chat.
Right now in Minneapolis, it is 80 degrees. It is 79 here in Miami.
Is that right?
Go figure that for April 13th.
How many times do you think that happens in a year period?
Once today. Yeah. But by the end of the week, it'll be in the mid-40s up there, and it will not be in the mid-40s here. No. So,
line foul. 1-1. Okay, we might be a little
gorgeous
off here.
day.
1 second, y'all.
Line drive, base hit. Travis d'Arnaud.
Base hit, D-Trade.
Bevy of hard hit balls for the Braves so far in this series.
And Travis continues to smoke the fastball this year. He came in hitting
pause it to sync it up.
against it, about 90 points higher.
Pause
than
it to
his
sync it up.
He
1
just seems
second.
to be getting to the heater really well so far this season.
And it's
There's the 2-seam
Tissues.
fastball trying to
Kelnick.
go away. Finishes middle in.
Kelnick up to bat.
There goes Travis once again.
And the hair
D-Train
through the helmet.
I think he's a better hitter than Murphy, my opinion. All right, here we go. Facing Kelnick. See what he can do right here.
You get the 2 little spikes of hair. It looks like little devil horns. Oh, now it's really pronounced. Well, here's Kelnick. Had the great play, and then unfortunately that error. His
Keeping
first
that like
plate
button.
appearance, and he
The more likes we get, YouTube will finally push us out. But right now we're at 28,
right?
so we need to get up to 50 at least.
Play for 3 days, right? And the idea, it's almost like an all-star break essentially, and not seeing game live pitching, I think, presents a little bit of a challenge, something he's going to have to work through this season.
Ground ball foul.
But he's crushed righties,
subscribes
and he's
too,
done a
by the
great
way,
job in that
guys.
platoon role, hitting 480 against them so far this season, best in baseball.
And in the 10 games that he has played for the Braves, he has reached base in every single one of them. Swings through a 1-2 slider, and he's frustrated.
Kelnick goes down.
First out in the 3rd.
All right, here we go.
Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Top of the order now for Max Meyer. So just his 5th career appearance, 5th start. Had 2 starts in 2022. But then he injured his arm. Had Tommy John surgery, missed all of last year. So still very young in his career, but as CJ mentioned, former 3rd overall pick and has been one of their top prospects in this organization for several years.
Let's go Acuna.
He got Acuna to ground out in the 1st inning. Now he deals an 0-1 to it. And he gets him to fly to shallow right.
Field.
Garcia takes it.
And that's 2 down. 2 down.
And you mentioned his prospect status. That is one of the things here with the Marlins. And you look at a team like this, and you kind of would hope if you're a Marlin fan that they're a team that is full of good young players in the minor leagues. They are not. They have 2 top 100 prospects.
All right, Ozzy Albies here. Let's go, Ozzy.
Baseball, and they're both 19 years old in A-ball. So they are a ways away. And so they're not in the position that you'd like to be based on how this roster looks right now and the struggles they've had at the big league level.
And they're pitching right now because of all their injuries. A guy like Max Meyer is going to get a longer look to prove his worth at this level.
Youngest pitching staff in baseball at just under 27 years old on average.
Foul ball.
Luzardo, though.
Acuna's still struggling.
You wonder, come the trade deadline, if he might be
eventually will come around, I guess,
for other teams.
He's batting 245.
He's their best guy with everybody else down right now, and I believe we will see him tomorrow, right, against the Braves. He's 26 years old. He's a 3+ player, meaning he'll be 4+ at the end of this year. It's either extend him or trade him here coming up pretty soon.
Down and in to Ozzy Albies. Changeup misses. 2-1. But the Marlins should get Edward Cabrera and Braxton Garrett back soon from their shoulder injuries to bolster that rotation some. Ozzie down the right.
There's a hit
line,
to the right
fair
side.
ball, all the way to the wall.
To the wall.
Travis d'Arnaud is stopping at third. Rise had the ball, was
go.
ready to turn and fire home, so a good decision there.
Stand up double for Ozzie Albies.
Yeah, it's
And
one of
it's
the things with this
Austin
lineup is we
Riley
see
time.
Ozzie turn on this two-seam fastball. It's 94 miles an hour. You don't take too many chances on the bases, especially at this point in the lineup. Now, what you're watching here is to see how that ball bounces off the wall. If Garcia had any issues, he really didn't, and he got it in quickly. And so you're right, that is the smart play. And you give Austin Riley the opportunity to drive these runs in.
One swing of the bat can tie this game quickly.
Let's go.
Bouncing
Good
into
eye,
the
Matt.
catcher, Bethancourt, 1-0. That double by Albies makes it now 39 doubles on the season already for Atlanta. This is just the 15th game, or rather 13th game for the Braves. 9 more doubles than any other team in Major League Baseball.
It really is amazing, and kind of started looking at the numbers a little bit because it felt like it's been a lot of doubles, and sure enough, there has been. They came in today on pace for 512 doubles.
Go Braves. Hit that like button for us, y'all, if you're just coming in.
A lot.
We'd love for you to help us get to
Likely
100
slow down
likes
a little
tonight.
bit, but I
We
think it's a
got a
good
ways
sign.
to go.
As much as we have a tendency to focus on the home runs, we'll take those gap doubles all day long for big innings.
Come on, Austin Riley. We need you right here.
2
Dem Birds
balls,
dropping that
1
Austin
strike
Riley.
to Riley. 2-2.
Struck
Heavy
him
dose
out.
of sliders here.
2-2. Okay.
Which is a little bit different than what we talked about
2-2.
yesterday and kind of the tendencies that we've seen here, that there's been, it seems like, a game plan against Austin Riley where they were attacking him with fastballs.
2 outs, 2 on, 2-2 pitch, and a slider again, and Riley swings through it. So the Braves strand 2 and still trail by 2.
All right, coming up for your Marlins, Bell, Berger, and De La Cruz. Bell with the home run off a sail this in the first inning. Berger a walk, and De La Cruz 0 for 1. And here is the lineup for your Marlins. Hope everybody's having a good day today. Something new here with our 3D outing here. Hope you guys enjoying it. But appreciate all the love here tonight. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on the go at CeeLo. Braves baseball coming up a lot next week. We got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Atlanta Braves. So, and NASCAR on Saturday and Sunday. So tomorrow we're doing NASCAR. Lots of stuff going on here on the channel. Appreciate everybody being here. How'd we have 72 in here and then they just disappeared? What's up with that? It's early yet, and the Braves normally put the later. Yeah, we can get this guy out of the way, take care of it. Okay, I'm worried about something here. Let's see something. I'm hoping I.
The new 2024 GMC Sierra HT. Tow hitches of the world. Prepare.
So just waiting on the commercial great to come back here. 2-0 Marlins.
We got news that Spencer Strider yesterday underwent internal brace surgery to help repair the UCL in his right elbow. The Braves announced that over the X platform, and there you can see it. Yesterday in Arlington, Dr. Keith Meister performed the surgery, and Spencer Strider now officially on the road to recovery. And, you know, guys, I don't think this came as a surprise to anybody in the Braves dugout, but still tough news to hear.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of waiting, right, we had an idea where this thing was likely headed, but to what degree?
Josh Bell, who hit the homer in the first inning, flies out here to Harris. Yeah, and look, here's the deal. People have asked, what's that brace procedure? Bottom line,
Josh
what
Bell
you need to
flies
know
out.
is that it is less severe than Tommy John. There is no timeline on it, but most guys have returned from that injury, or that procedure, I should say, in about 12 months. Tommy John, CJ, as you know, a little bit longer than that.
It is, and obviously second time that he's had something done to his elbow. But what I think, again, is encouraging is that you can't do that brace surgery if it's a significant tear. They're not going to, the Braves aren't going to talk about it. We understand why. That's all personal information, but just kind of how it usually works with that brace surgery that is relatively new. I've not seen a couple of guys go through it and have success and definitely come back quicker. And so that's why it feels like it's the best case scenario of the bad news we got this year regarding Spencer.
Unfortunate. We feel for Strider.
Coming
off such a sensational 2023. But Braves did acquire Chris Sale. He's looked good.
2 outs here.
Come
on,
yesterday
Chris.
got back to his old self. So hopefully this rotation's still coming into form.
And the depth that they built and what we have seen in spring training, and we know what they have in the minor leagues, is huge. It's big for everybody, but they're just in a great spot right now to best be able to handle, I think, this situation.
A good job there by
K's in the
Chris Sale,
chat.
taking care of Jake Berger quickly.
K's in the chat.
Out for Sale.
So Jake Berger saw 4 pitches out of the strike zone in his first at-bat, and then just struck out on 3 pitches looking at a changeup for a called strike 3.
Yin and yang.
2 down.
There's another strike to De La Cruz.
I mean, how many teams could lose a guy like Spencer Strider, and we'll see how things go here, but have an all-star in the minor leagues that's young? And Bryce Elder just doesn't exist.
Went around 0-2. Not only Elder, but you mentioned your options. A.J. Smith-Shawver, who debuted last year, has a very bright future. And then, Huascar Ynoa trying to come back. Braves have already seen Alan Winans. He struggled. Darius Vines got called up after Winans was optioned back. My, that was quick.
A's in the
Chris
chat.
Sale,
Let's go.
Back-to-back strikeouts to end the third.
All right. Another strikeout for Sale as we go to the top of the fourth. 2-0 Marlins. As the Braves coming up, let's take a look at their at-bat here. Who's coming up for your Braves? Matteo, the Big Bear Ozuna, who's got a hit streak going on, the best in the major leagues. And then Michael Harris, Money Mike. So when Money Mike comes up, when Big Bear comes up, won't be bears in the chat. And when Michael Harris comes up, we want to have $signs in the chat. So make sure you're doing that for us.
Now, get the top of the circle.
That's what I thought. That sucks.
When you work with someone who knows a lot and cares even more, you're unstoppable.
Had the monetization off. Oh well.
At Truist, we believe the same is true for venture.
So the one error is from when Kelnick missed it in left field. He made an amazing play in first inning, and in the second inning, he messed up.
Truth is, my schedule's pretty jam-packed. I've got school Monday through Friday, jiu-jitsu on Thursday, and library looks like I'll get back by Friday. In my weekend, I've got 2. We know 3 birthday parties on.
Keep hitting that like button for us. We're at 38 likes. We're trying to get to 50. We got a long ways to go to 100. I don't think it's going to happen today. But we kind of did this on the fly here. So let's try to get to 50 likes. That's our goal.
Making the grade feature. So we talked about it. 38 doubles ended today. Now 39 already for Atlanta on the season.
Really amazing. As I mentioned, on pace for 513. That won't hold. The big league record is 378. That was the Texas Rangers doing that in 2008. The Braves record, which, again, it's so early, but I think is within reach, is 328. They did that in 2007. And as much as it was fun to watch the homers, and we love seeing home runs, perhaps this is the year of the double for the Braves. Double
Matteo
trouble.
flew out in the first.
Loose. Start working
He's
on
got
it.
3
Figure it
homers.
out.
It has been amazing. It seems like every time you look down there, another guy is hitting a
1-1.
2-bagger to the gap or right down the line. Olsen had one of them yesterday. Braves had 5 doubles in game 1 of the series.
Yes, it is, Curtis.
So when I was in my lab doing some research this morning, the thing that actually caught my attention first 12 games is that we showed you the last 2 years. Each of the last 3 years, the Braves have hit exactly 15 home runs for their first 12 games. Obviously, you and I were talking about a little bit
needs some
earlier
homers
today and what you saw when the team kind of got on fire. But it felt like less home runs than a team that hit 307. But it's exactly the same.
Well, we mentioned that Marcell Ozuna, we've talked about it plenty, that it was here in Miami May 1st that he got going. And really, when he started hitting home runs, like everybody else took off as well. And that's when those round trippers really started to pile up for Atlanta. Ooh. Strike on the inside corner. I think Matt Olson thought maybe he had the walk.
3-2, full count.
3-2.
This Meyer kid doing pretty good.
Payoff pitch. And a
Struck him
slider
out.
gets Matt Olson. So 3 strikeouts for Max Meyer.
And you don't see it too often, but some visible frustration there from Matt Olson missing that slider as it sat in the middle of the plate. Really acted like a cutter as it was pretty small and tight.
Marcell Ozuna singled in the second inning to extend his history.
All right, Big Bears
to 12
in the chat.
games.
Big
Like a
Bears
home
in
run
the
cut
chat.
there.
Come on, Marcell. Outside ball, 1-1. Oof.
2 balls and a strike.
Almost caught the corner there.
See that breeze evident in the jersey ripple, the pant ripple of home plate umpire Brian O'Nora. Popped up on the left side of the infield.
Shortstop.
And Ozuna is 1 for 2.
I think watching a guy like Max Meyer is a really good guy to watch for amateur pitchers. He's not a big guy, right? Just 6 foot tall. He does have a good fastball. We've seen 94, 95 at times, but it's not a real deep repertoire. You know, it's cool to see Chris Sale at 6'6" and overpowering guys, but this guy, he's a pitcher who pitches here a little bit. He's a good guy to watch.
A changeup fools Harris 0-1.
Michael Harris, it's time for some money.
Meyer comes from a family of athletes. His dad played football. Mom played soccer at a small school in the Twin Cities where he was born. Gives up a hard single up the middle here with 2 outs.
Base hit.
So
There you
Harris
go.
is aboard.
Base hit to Michael Harris. What's up, JJ?
Well, Michael continues to hit righties well. We talked about Jared Kelenic being the best in the game. Michael not too far behind him, coming in at .414.
All right, Arcia, let's do it right here, baby.
This season, so that'll go up.
And it extends an opportunity to Orlando Arcia, who bounced into a 5-4-3 double play to end the second inning. Takes a strike here in the 4th.
Arcia later.
Didn't get a chance to dissect that double play because it was going to break, but it was a tremendous play.
He did a great job. The instincts of knowing that it's not a ball you want to flip, and also one that you're going to have to touch the bag and throw at the same time. Like, he understood the timing. All infielders and pitchers as well kind of have that internal clock. They know how much time they have to make sure they get the ball to first base, and he did it perfectly.
Yeah, so he turned that double play to end the second inning. He hit into a double play in the top of the second inning.
So what's that, plus minus? You're even?
You're even, yeah.
Back over to first.
Can you find that out, CJ? This year, has any player hit into a double play in the top of an inning and then turned one by himself in the bottom half?
Outside
Again, that
ball.
hard slider from Meyer, but Arcia able to lay off 1 and 2.
Thank you for the subscribes, y'all. Keep hitting those subscribes. Keep that like.
Michael Harris potentially
Most importantly, trying to get to 50 likes, y'all. Help us get there.
He's a top 5 guy when it comes to pop time. He's pretty quick back there.
Almost to 50.
On the
Popped
infield,
up.
Meyer vacates, and Berger comes in to take it. So a single by Harris, but nothing else for Atlanta.
Quiet for the Braves as they go to the bottom of the fourth. Coming up for your Florida Marlins, it's Chisholm, Garcia, Riviera. Chisholm 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Garcia 1 for 1 on the run scored. And Riviera with that hit as well. So I'll see Sale get these guys for the third time around. Or second time around. We'll see what happens here. But Chris Sale with 36 pitches. He's 3 innings pitched, 4 Ks, 2 earned runs. Gave up that home run to Bell in the first inning, and then that error caused by Kelenic dropping the ball, but that 1 run was on him responsible. So 2 runs, but 2-0 still in this game. Hope everybody's had a good day today. We've had a great day today on the channel with racing and now baseball. And then tonight we're taking the night off and hanging out. But coming up, a busy week coming up very soon on the channel. Love that Braves hat fitted. Oh yeah, man. This is the World Series hat.
Once in a lifetime outdoor adventures to local traditions and cultures. Jonathan will immerse you in the most vibrant metropolitan areas. Elevate your senses, ignite your wanderlust, and let the journey begin as he explores the world's best adventure cities.
You want to sit and watch the game? Why not? All right, back at it.
Is on the list.
So league average sits around 29% for Chris Sale. Again, it's early. That would be a career high for him. And basically, of course, that's his ability to get hitters to chase pitches outside of the zone. The breaking ball is one. And we saw this guy here leading off
in the 5th or
in this
6th.
inning.
Be
Jeff
patient.
Chisholm
I know,
pretty
man.
badly when he struck out. The other thing about Chris Sale, though, so far this season, as much as he's getting chased, he's actually in the zone with his pitches more than he ever has been in the past. So he's got the best of both worlds going right now.
What's up, Steven? Welcome
4
back.
strikeouts. You mentioned the one to Jazz
We need
Chisholm.
50.
He also struck out
See if we
Berger
get
and
to
De
50
La Cruz
likes.
back to in the 3rd inning. And now here he is in the bottom of the 4th.
Ooh. Yes, it was. It was good.
2,206 strikeouts in his career is good for 65th all time.
And whenever we talk about Chris Sale, can't help but talk about
2-1
the
count
time that he
here to
missed and kind of
Chisholm.
what could have been. It's still been a great career, and he's healthy right now, and that's all that matters. But from a rate standpoint, we've mentioned it often, he has been the best in the game when it comes to strikeouts.
Ooh, 3-1 now.
Those injuries were significant, though. 2019 season cut short with a left elbow issue. 2020, COVID delayed the season, so he had Tommy John, missed the year.
Oh, I know. It was awesome.
Only threw
finish,
42
wasn't it,
innings
Tim?
in 2021, only 5 innings in 2022.
There you go, 3-2
And then
full
in
count.
2023 last year, we mentioned he finished the year strong, but he was on the 60-day IL with a shoulder injury through
right
June
here.
and July. So it has been one thing after another for Sale.
Jay's in the chat. Let's go.
Play sinker there to take care of Jazz Chisholm. Now 5 strikeouts for the lefty.
That's a nice bounce back. Jazz Chisholm wanted
Jay's
absolutely
in the
nothing to
chat.
do with Chris Sale after a really tough first at bat. I think he was just kind of hoping that perhaps something would miss outside of the strike zone. Not very competitive there at all against Chris Sale for a guy who has struggled at this point in his career against lefties.
What's up, Suzanne? Welcome in.
Batting just 205 in his brief career.
But this is how bad the luck was for Sale throughout that rash of injuries through those years. In 2022, he injured his rib. He returned in July. A line drive broke a finger on his left hand. And then he broke his hand in August while riding his bike that year. You think, okay, maybe I'm going to get healthy, finish the season strong, and break your hand riding your bike. Bouncing that in 1-2. another strikeout. And you
He's
talked
in the
about that
chat.
chase rate. Well, he got Garcia to chase one well off the plate there.
And it's a changeup that maybe Garcia sees on the corner or just off, but just continues to run. A little bit of sink to it as well. And that's the value of getting ahead. You saw how he treated Jazz Chisholm. He falls behind. He just pounds the zone. You get ahead, then you can get guys to expand.
4 straight strikeouts for Sale. He'll try to make it 5 in a row with Rivera at the plate. There's a good start. You can just tell he's in his zone right now.
He gets locked in, and he's been on a nice run here. And I think we even saw it, quite honestly, after the leadoff base hit in the second inning. The intensity went up a little bit, and he's been riding it since.
Austin Riley backhands that on a short hop. 1, 2, 3 for Chris Sale.
There you go. Chris Sale, 1, 2, 3. All right, coming up for your Braves is D-Train, Tissues, Kelnick, and Acuna top of the order. D-Train, the single, 1 for 1. Kelnick with a strikeout, and Acuna 0 for 2 for the Kuna Matata. So we'll see what happens here when D-Train comes up. I want to see trains in the chat, y'all. Trains in the chat for D-Train as we're going to the top of the 5th already. Keep on hitting that like button for us and subscribing to the channel. We're almost 11,540. If you're new to us, we appreciate you being here. We'll be on time next time. We just had to fit in a race before the race. But coming up Monday, Tuesday, we'll have the full show with pregame and all that stuff with everything. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Make sure you hit that like button for us. Trying to get to 100 likes tonight. Might happen. If not, it's all right. This is kind of a quick stream. Get back in the deal with baseball coming. So hope everybody's enjoying your day. Hope you happy Saturday to every single one of y'all. And this is our 3rd and final stream of the day. I hope everybody's had a good time. It's been early. We've been doing this since 9:15 this morning. So hope everybody's having fun. And hope you guys are enjoying the new look to it. And this is our new way of baseball here on our channel for the rest of the time. Trains in the chat with, let me see if I can get this real quick. Media file. Chop 3.
Feature that give you mention all the hard hit balls from the Braves. 1% of that hard hit this season, and it felt like a lot of them in yesterday's ball game. As we saw an average exit velocity of nearly 97 miles an hour. 2 of the Marlins are near the bottom. We have seen it. This team is scoring the baseball up better than anybody in the game.
All right, D-Train. Trains in the chat, baby. Let's go.
So the 3rd inning, a single. And a big cut there on the 4-seam fastball.
So Meyer with 63 pitches. 63 pitches for Meyer already. What's up, Tim? Good to see you. Ball 1, 1-1.
Braves scored the first 7 runs of the game yesterday. Would win it easily. 8.
Trains in the chat.
Game 2. 1 and 2 strikes to the Braves.
1 and 2. Come on, D-Train.
But credit Max Meyer, just his 5th career start. He has looked good for the Fish.
Thanks for the subscribes, y'all. Appreciate it.
And he gets
D-Train goes down. 4 Ks for Meyer today. 4 and a 3rd inning pitch, 4 Ks, no earned runs. 67 pitches. Oh, sorry, y'all.
And what he has done on the road this year, small sample size, but those are pretty
All
good
right,
numbers.
tissues
really impressive
time.
for him. Again, new team, always trying to make an impression. You're seeing some ballparks for the first time. You're getting used to the way the team travels, everything that goes into the way the Braves do things away from home. And obviously, he's been very comfortable.
24-year-old who wears number 24. He wore number 10 in Seattle, but you can't do that in Atlanta. Chipper Jones has that one forever reserved. Of course,
he asked just for fun. Just throw it out there, see how people react.
I don't think he did. I don't think that's how you make friends in a new place. Of course, he couldn't have worn 24 in Seattle. Some guy named Ken Griffey Jr. has that one locked down.
Nicole, what's going on? Go Braves. Thanks, Nicole. Appreciate it.
1-2 change up there.
Come on,
Meyer.
boys, hit the ball.
We saw last time. Off-speed pitches below the zone. Jared Kelenic had chased a slider, and basically when they're going down the way that Meyer is throwing, and it's a slider going down and in, the changeup going away from him, but the same kind of similar movement below the zone is where he's going for Chase right now.
1-2 pitch, and he struck him out again.
Golly, Kelenic goes down swinging twice. Meyer's got their number.
Strikeouts here, 11 between Sale and Meyer.
It's a pretty good pitch here, and once the hitter shows you that he's going to offer at it, if you can execute right in that area, it becomes a very difficult pitch to be able to get to.
All right, Acuna Matata.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
And Acuna's 0 for 2, a ground out and a flyout. When he was at the University of Minnesota, Max Meyer began as a closer, was sensational, and then he was so good, and they needed some more starters. They stretched him out, and now he's a starter at the big league level.
Come on, Acuna.
Did not go Acuna there. 1-1.
You're welcome, John.
Ronald Acuna turns on this.
There you go. To the wall.
It's off the wall.
Off the wall. Almost had it. That's going to be a stand-up double for Acuna.
For the Braves. That one just missed getting out of here.
Let's go. It's Ozzy Albies time.
We're just talking about that hard hit rate. There probably should be like hard hit plus here because this one was 113 miles an hour, a little more lift, and it's out of here. It's a 17-degree launch angle for Ronald. My goodness, did he square that one up? Anything about a foot there?
Yeah, and remember, still searching for his first home run of the season.
It's the year of the double, though.
That's right, year of the double.
It's the year of the double
so far in 2024 for the Braves.
Start digging in a little bit,
Ozzy.
figuring out, what could the number be? Can Ronald go?
Chops in the
50,
chat when you hear the Brave chop.
Anybody most stolen bases with 50 or so doubles? I'm on it. I'll get back to you.
There's a strike. 1-1 here to Ozzy
1-1.
Albies. He had a double for the Braves back in the third inning. His 2 homers came in that series against the Phillies, first series of the season. Hasn't hit
Tim,
one
just
since.
hit refresh. Tim,
He's fooled there
hit
on
refresh
Meyer's
on your
slider.
stream, and it should be there. You have to refresh because I added the emojis after you are in here. So hit refresh on your stream, and they should be there. Well, come on now.
We're going to try something new today.
I don't know what happened, but I guess they got out of the inning. I guess Albies got out. Oh, well, that's how it goes. Albies struck out swinging. So appreciate y'all coming in here, hang out. Coming up for your Marlins, let's take a look at who's up to bat for your Marlins. It is Betancourt, Brujan, and Ariz. So Betancourt is 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Brujan with the RBI. And Ariz, Rune got the RBI with that error off of Kelenic in left field. And Ariz, he's 0 for 2. So there is your at-bat there for your Miami Marlins. Taking a look at their lineup here, their stats, so you guys can see that. There you go, Tim. Smell a lot of chops. That's right. There you go. So yeah, if you're members, if you were in here before the stream started, you'll have to refresh everything, but you should have it now. So let's go. Let's see. Sale's coming back out there. He's got 49 pitches for Sale. And coming up here, your Marlins here in the bottom of the 5th. Keep hitting that like button. We're at 41 likes. We're trying to get to 50. Maybe 100. But we'll see how it goes. Still at 45 likes. This is harder than racing. Racing, it just comes. Chris Sale on the mound. See, they still haven't fixed. Uh-oh. Let me hit
That was
refresh.
close.
Had to take a quick look, and it has been 6 years since he has faced 16 hitters or less and thrown this many changeups. And it's been 11 of them so far here this afternoon as we take a look at Chris Sale against the Marlins. What he did those first 2 innings, just the 29 pitches. The last 2, how about that? Even better at just 20.
I had the wrong one on.
Both of those are good numbers. You'll take those all day long.
And this guy, Christian Bethancourt, looking for any way on base this year. He's 0 for 20. He struck out swinging in the 2nd inning.
So I'll sync it up here in a second, y'all.
Sale now at 50 pitches.
I'll sync it up here in just a second. We'll have it back to normal. Appreciate y'all hanging out here tonight, y'all. Glad you found us. Here it goes. Ready? Here it is.
Right back where it came from.
Right back to Sale.
We saw this
Sale
yesterday with Max
to
Fried,
Olsen.
CJ. Very
That's a
efficient
1 to
with the
3.
number of
1 to
pitches for the
3.
Brave starters in this series.
And a little bit of a different way that he was doing it, right? We were seeing more breaking balls early from Max Fried, and that helped him control the pitch count, helped him get through that first inning for the first time this year without any damage. And I think in the case of Chris Sale, seeing some more changeups than we had, and that's helped him keep his pitch count down, despite the fact that he struck out 6.
Same number he struck out last time when he was on the mound against Arizona and got his first win in an Atlanta Braves uniform. So his fastball velocity so far this year is up to 94.8 from 93.9
53
last year.
pitches for
When it's this
Sale.
early in the season, do you really read anything into that?
You want to see how he carries it into the game. I think
Yeah,
that matters.
the AI.
You don't want to overthink it. It's
Dim
looked live.
Birds,
It's
it
been
makes
really
it look
good
funny.
here so far, going back to what we saw again at the end of the year once he got healthy and then made those last 9 starts. There's a lot of similarities, and I think exactly what the Braves were expecting. But the things that we'll keep an eye on later in the game and then later in the season, those are the 2 things that will really speak to kind of his strength and stamina.
There's a 94-mile-per-hour fastball to Brujan. Two. Right center. Acuna there. 2
Right
away.
field.
Those shoes right there against this grass are great, aren't they?
Yes.
Between the 2 of them. I mean, however far away we are right now, I don't know, 400 feet. There's a nice contrast there for both Michael and
Thank you so much,
Ronald.
Tim. Appreciate that.
You could see Michael if he was in Jacksonville with those things on. I mean, Ronald's are bright, but I think Michael's got the award. Back to the top of the order, and Luis Arraez fouling it away.
Foul ball.
All the style.
It's not the same color every day, right?
For Michael or for Ronald or both?
Yeah, I think both, right? Do they alternate a little bit? I'm going to pay closer attention. I wonder, too, if you had a big day, hit the ball well, you were in that color the next day.
I know for Michael that we have seen those this year, but I do feel like there is a couple different shades that he has worn.
Sounds like a job for Wiley Ballard.
Wiley Sherlock Holmes Ballard down there on the case. Chris Sale a pitch away from sending us to the 6th inning. 0-2. Arise reaches for it. Tough play for Albies, and Arise beats it out.
The tough play to get.
That at bat is the perfect example of how Luis Arise is so hard to strike out.
He's the best contact hitter in the game. It doesn't always mean exit velocity. He will put the ball in play, even against tough pitchers. This is left on left. I mean, come on, look where that pitch is. That's at least a foot outside. He's laughing as he's running because he probably can't believe that he even made contact with that one. And then for Ozzie, it's about, do I have a chance of catching in this in the air? You don't want to make that mistake, and he tried to play it on a hop, but just not enough time. That will not go down as hard hit.
So Josh Bell, who hit the homer off Sale again, or the first time. Let's see
the inning continues
get him
for Josh
out here.
Bell. He hit the solo
Bell
homer to left in the first, then he flew out in the third. 22
Shahan,
homers
what's
last
up,
year,
dude?
11 of those after
Daniel
he
Berry,
arrived
what's
in
going
Miami
on?
at the
Welcome
trade
in.
deadline. Coming over from Cleveland.
He asked about velocity. Pitch number 61 comes in at 97 miles an hour from Chris Sale, and reaching back for a little bit more after we saw Josh Bell, of course, hit that home run in the first inning on a fastball that did not get in far enough.
1-1 here to the DH. 95 that time. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1. Come on, Sale.
Painted on the inside corner. 2-2.
2-2. Let's get another strikeout here, K. 6 Ks for Sale already.
Change up. It's been fastballs since, and I wonder, he's got options here. Change up, slider down and in.
See what happens when both teams gets to their bullpen.
2 down, 2-2 pitch. A change up.
3-2. Keep hitting that like button, trying to get to 50 likes.
6 strikeouts for Chris Sale. Can he find number 7 here and send us to the 6th inning? No, he misses
Walked
inside.
him.
You can see
So
how
runners at
frustrated
first and
Sale
second.
is with missing on that location.
Well, he had a plan, and he nearly executed it. And again,
So
when a guy hits
Rise,
the home run against
Reese
you,
to
the intensity
second.
comes up right now. You're trying to keep this game close. He wanted it in the worst way.
And Bell to first.
He might have overthrown that one just a little bit.
Takes a deep breath, wants a new baseball before dealing to Jake Berger. Three homers, 15 driven in already this year for Berger. He has had the best start to the season of any of these Miami hitters. And now Travis d'Arnaud, I think a good spot here for him to go out and talk to Sale.
Senses an opportunity after walking Josh Bell, sees a changeup that misses, and I'm with you. That is the perfect time just to go ahead and give him an opportunity, catch his breath a little bit, reset. There are zero concerns about how Chris Sale is throwing the baseball right now. I just want to make sure things aren't going too fast for him.
Come on, baby, get him right here. Outside, 2-0.
So 2-0. Marlins got a run in the first and a run in the second, and we've been there ever since. Sale trying to keep it that way, but the Marlins with 2 on. Does not get the call.
3-0.
A walk would load him up and bring up De La Cruz.
68 pitches for Sale.
A napkin racing across the infield as a 3-0 pitch goes in for a strike.
Out. Okay, 3-1. Thank goodness. About to say.
I think that napkin came from the Braves dugout. Wonder who's in there having some nachos right now.
Could be a hot dog as well.
3-1.
No.
Chris Sale
come on, Blue.
Nora where that was.
That's a big miss, and you can see how frustrated he is right now. And we see the intensity. Now Rick Cranit's going to take a visit as well because you want to make sure that
we got
Chris
him
Sale
loaded
just
here.
Kind of stays relaxed here a little bit.
One out, 2 outs.
In the
Just
strike
need one
zone.
out
It's
here.
up a little bit for a changeup, but it's still in the zone. You can see it right there, clear as day.
That was awful.
And there's upside and downside to pitching with high intensity, right? And we know that Chris Sale brings that to the table. We've talked about it a lot ever since the Braves signed him and what we saw in spring training. But there are times when we got to rein that in a little bit. And I think Cranny kind of sensed that opportunity right here. I think everybody pretty intense in that conversation right now.
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. When he came over, the reviews on Chris Sale, and we've seen it from his time previously.
What's up, JT?
He is a fiery competitor. There's a lot of good in that.
Is that Hernandez? Exactly.
And he is certainly fiery right now.
Keep hitting that like button, y'all. Trying to get to 50 likes.
Spot in this ball game. Brian De La Cruz is the batter. He's
it was a
0 for
nice
2,
looking
a fly
pitch.
out and a strikeout. Bases loaded here, though. Line down the left field line, and it's fair.
Fair ball.
A double off the wall. It's going to
my gosh.
Free, and it is 5-0 Miami.
Could the Marlins get their first win?
The first pitch changeup. That was the pitch that he struck out De La Cruz last time on. But this one right down the middle and maybe even cutting in a little bit. We've seen that changeup fade. We've seen it move down. And that one was more like a strike.
He tried to keep him in there.
Be careful, obviously, with off-speed pitches in the zone with runners.
He tried to keep him in there. Chisholm's coming up now. He's 0 for 2.
Very aggressive, let it fly, and hit it pretty hard.
And that ball just died at the wall. Kelnick had to go all the way to get it, and that allowed everybody to score pretty easily. Showing bunt, and then
Chisholm faked the bunt. Stand-up double for De La Cruz. Our first pitch is Orlando Lopez.
But
Isn't
De
that
La
horrible?
Cruz delivering the
crazy?
biggest blow in this ball game so far. And Sale pumping at a fastball outside, 1-1. Slider. We've seen Jazz Chisholm fooled in his first 2 at-bats with a pair of strikeouts, and he was fooled
count.
I mentioned it last night, one of the highest pull rates in baseball, right? And so here he is against the lefty, and so far this afternoon we've seen him pulling off the baseball. We've seen him taking pitches. He just looks really uncomfortable and doesn't take that really good left-on-left approach that we've seen other guys take.
He held up, but it just seems like Chris Sale has Jazz on skates right now. Runner on second, 2 outs, and the 2-2 from Chris Sale. Bounce foul to the Braves dugout.
I mean, we're going to get in the bullpen here pretty soon. So this team's 2-12 for a reason.
Rick Kranitz, Brian Snitker, likely talking pitching strategy right now. Chris Sale ready for his 77th pitch of the afternoon.
Matthew Matzik didn't have a good outing the other day either.
This ball just goes foul down the line.
And that's really the only pitch that he can get to, whether it's
Floyd,
fastball,
what's up, dude? Good to see you, man.
Kind of middle in based on how that swing looks like right now, maybe in the middle of the plate.
We need more runs. You are true about that. Good to see you, Floyd.
Down or way off the plate. He could certainly elevate up and in with his good fastball as well here. But anything in or third, that's the one area in which Jazz Chisholm has a chance.
Again, the 2-2 in on the
Popped
hands
up.
and popped to the left side of the
Arcia.
infield. Orlando Arcia takes it, side retired, but 3 runs come home for
Damage.
Miami.
All right. Appreciate y'all hanging out here. Coming up for your Braves, Austin Riley, 0 for 1, hit by a pitch and a strikeout. Matty O, 0 for 2 and a strikeout. And 1 for 2, Marcell Ozuna coming up for your Atlanta Braves. Here is their lineup. There's the lineup. Take a look at the stats and hits and all that good stuff. So there's that for your Atlanta Braves. So coming up, Austin Riley, Olson and Ozuna. See if we can get it going here. And Meyer's coming back out there. He's got 76 pitches. So we'll see what happens. Hope you guys are enjoying our new version of baseball. We've done a couple games with them. Hello, Steven. I see you. I see you. Monkey Business, that's what happens when you don't score runs, Monkey Business says. Yep. Kelenic needs a bigger part of the swing of things. I mean, he's doing pretty good, just not tonight. He struck out. But we got a ticker right down here, guys. If you guys keep up with all your baseball teams and what's going on, got that right here. If it could add to like stats, players' stats, that would be pretty cool. If it added to players' stats, that would be cool if it did that. You love my videos? Thank you, man. All right, back at it. Austin Riley.
Time to eat an energy bar as we go to the 6th inning. Hey, suit up this season at MLBshop.com. Large selection of official jerseys, caps, t-shirts, and more. You're up with your Atlanta Braves at MLBshop.com.
Got a personal goal of trying to get you on coffee before the year's over, so you can get your energy liquid form.
I got to tell you, if you could make that happen, you could make miracles.
I told you I hated it until I was your age. I started at 40 my first year in broadcasting.
Yep, it's all gone, Mikey G.
Know, CJ. There's so little interest, and after my episode with that espresso martini, where I'm pretty sure I had passed away for 3 hours that night and was resurrected, I'm not sure it's in my best interest. Well, we got a pitch com issue here for Max Meyer. People think I'm very strange for not drinking coffee. I will say that.
I got the same treatment until I finally caved. But it was games. It was doing
that
games
like
and
button?
college games.
Are we close to over 50 now?
I had a hard time getting through them, quite honestly.
There we are, 50 likes. Let's see if we can get some more.
Really sugary garbage. You know, it was like a little bit of
see if we can get to 100 likes, y'all.
Essentially.
That's the goal. 100 likes.
0 sweeteners, 0 milk. I somehow turned into my father. Just give it to me black. You know,
0 for 1.
Styrofoam cup, and I'm good.
Austin Riley got hit by a pitch in the first, struck out swinging in the third. There's a strike, 1-1. It's not just coffee. I really haven't had caffeine since college, so I don't just don't know at this stage if it would be good for me.
No soda?
No.
No Mountain Dew? You never?
Haven't had a soft. I used to.
Yeah.
But since college, gave it up, and I'm all natural, CJ.
Good for you. You passed every test, huh? No 5-hour energy drink? None of it, huh?
Nope.
Man.
The umpires are awful.
Up until 2 days ago, I thought Sprite had caffeine in it. Wiley
balls that are strikes that should be balls. They're terrible.
Sprite doesn't have caffeine.
I would not have known that either.
This is going to shoot the gap in right center. It might be another Braves double. Or maybe even a triple.
Is he going 3?
Austin's going for 3.
Is he going 3?
And the big boy from Mississippi is in there easily.
Let's go, Austin Riley. Triple.
Well, we couldn't let just Matt Olson have a triple, right? And think about the middle of this order and what we think about in doubles and home runs. And this is some great base running here after a nice piece of hitting from Austin Riley. And I think there probably was an assumption in that outfield that with the Braves being down by 5, that perhaps Austin Riley would pull up. You see him peak one more time. And the head first slide into third.
So Matteo up to bat.
5 runners in this game. Haven't been able to scratch anything across against Max Meyer. Let's see if that changes here with Riley at third and nobody out.
I may have to pull Austin aside, though, and let him know what this season is actually about. I've seen him pull up there. It's all about the doubles this year, please.
Hey, buddy, triples are cool, but we're trying to set records.
Austin Riley at third.
Grounder to the right side. You see with a 5-run lead, Miami going with the infield back
Mississippi
here.
Mud Dog.
Back and
Chopping
shifted.
hard.
There's a lot of room there.
About time we got someone on base. That's right, Randy.
Is playing.
Olsen 0 for 2.
Now, Matt Olson, I believe it was 2019, had 5 bunt base hits, which may have been the last time that he had one. Now, of course, we had the heavy shift going on then, and no doubt that's what he was taking advantage of. Not that he would do that here down by 5 right now. You want him slugging in the middle of your order, but that was a part of his game.
Get a base hit, Matty-O.
Bounces it foul here to even up the count. That triple by Riley, by the way, his first of the season. He had a career-high 3 triples last year.
Two count here. Matty-O.
88th pitch of the ball game here from Meyer.
Ooh.
Full count. 3-2 to Olsen.
Come on, Matt.
And now the payoff from the right-hander. And he got Olsen to swing through the slider. 7 strikeouts for Max Meyer in his
7
fifth career
Ks. He's
start.
got 89 pitches.
And a similar slider that Matt Olson struck out against last time, where it just kind of sat there, didn't have the biggest break on it. He's done a nice job manipulating that pitch and making it smaller and bigger to certain hitters. That was the smaller, tighter one.
Ozuna 1 for 2 with a single. This is a swinging bunt. Coming home is
Come on,
Riley.
come on, come on, come on.
So the Braves on the board.
Here we
Ozuna
go.
gets an
Let's
RBI.
go.
But Meyer makes the play. 2 outs. 5-1 the score.
Off the very end of the bat, another slider from Meyer. He makes a nice play here. Doesn't try to do too much and prevent the run from scoring. He goes ahead and takes that out over at first base, which is a smart play.
Means that the Braves will continue
Michael
their
Harris
streak
up
of
to
not
bat.
being shut out. The Braves have not been shut out since April 19th, or rather May 12th, excuse me, of last year. They get on the board here.
Ground
but
ball to
that's gonna be
second.
it as the 1 run. As Harris
We
bounces
get
out
one.
to second base.
4 to go.
Zach, this is
We go to the bottom of the 6th coming up for your fish. Garcia, Riviera, and Bethancourt. Garcia 1 for 2, a strikeout and a run scored. Riviera 1 for 2, and Bethancourt 0 for 2 and a strikeout. So coming up for your Marlins. Keep on hitting that like button for us and subscribing to the channel, y'all. Trying to get to 100 likes. We got a long way to go, but maybe we can get there. We're at 50 likes. Coming up, 7th inning stretch. Next inning, so make sure you do that. Leaf, I don't know, man. I have no clue. For Sale coming back out there? Yep, he is. Sale coming back out there, 76 pitches. He's given up 5 runs. Not sure why he's coming back out here, but whatever. Sale's coming back out there. I know it says Meyer on the screen, but it's actually Sale. We are in the bottom of the 6th. Braves are going to play from behind all year. Yep.
To over 1,300 airport lounges.
Yeah, they were taxed last week, so maybe just kind of like, oh, well, we're losing our I'll just keep them in there. Jason says, imagine losing to the worst team in baseball. I know. It's because I'm streaming.
They're fun after the fact. When you're running, it's exhausting. But after the fact, you get to brag a little bit.
No doubt about that. So Austin Riley certainly bragging. Let's get back to BG and CJ.
of the 6th. Miami trying to even
We need
up the
Trevor
series
Bauer.
here.
I don't know if we do him or
Chris
not.
Sale back out after a frustrating 5th inning in which
Just
he
one
gave
game.
up the 3 RBI double to De La Cruz.
78 pitches for Chris Sale. Coming up, 79.
First pitch to Avi Garcia. Bounce
Ground
to
ball,
third. That's
Riley.
fair.
Riley
making
Olsen,
the throw, taking
5-3 if you're scored at home.
First out.
130 butterfly. 130.
Well, you'd love to see Chris Sale with how frustrated he was, CJ, after that last inning, get a shutdown 6th here.
Yeah, and interesting too, right? This is the second, I should say maybe the 3rd time in his 3 starts where after he got through 5, we thought maybe that would be it. And instead to send him back out every time, and it's been 5 1/3 the first 2 starts. And it was 2 runs in each of those. Now here he is with 5 allowed, but the pitch count is also a lot lower. It was 96 and 83 in those first 2 starts. So that could be part of it as well.
Popped up.
Looking to get 2 quick outs here.
Cunha.
Well, he's got it. Rivera flies out to right. A quick message here from Delta.
Bauer looks good against the Yankees with Mexico. He's been exonerated. He deserves another contract. Well, we'll see.
Official airline.
AA will do his magic, I'm sure.
He'll try to retire the side in order.
And Bethencourt up to bat, 0 for 2 and a strikeout here in the bottom of the 6th.
0-1.
Thank you, KR Studios. I wish I could.
2 strikes. Well, you go slider
Next week,
again.
though, you'll be happy. We're going to do a lot more. Just been really busy.
Last time, but was it the first time that he faced him? Yeah, we finished him off with that slider down and in.
Bethencourt has looked fooled on that pitch, as most hitters have. 0-2. There you go.
K's in the chat.
For Sale, a quick 1-2-3-6.
K's in the
There's
chat,
DNA.
y'all.
There's heavy duty DNA. DNA. It's what every GMC Sierra 18 driver is born with.
All right, coming up for your Braves. Arcia, Darno, and Kelnick. Arcia, Darno, and Kelnick for your Atlanta Braves. Arcia, Darno, and Kelnick. Coming up, Leaf has been battling out of his mind this week. I wish he was still a Brave. Yes. Every time our pitcher strikes someone out, we're putting those K's in the chat. We also have a redeem called Redeem K. Redeem K. Redeem K. There she is. You think he comes out for another inning? I don't think so. Meyer's coming out for another inning. He's got 91 pitches.
The icon with the sports professional.
Top of the 7th coming up. 7th inning stretch coming up as well.
It's now streaming on the Valley Sports app.
Little Royals Mets action for your Xfinity game break. Salvador Perez career home run 250, and it went to an umpire review because of that.
Wow.
Wound up
Mets
being
getting
out,
whooped tonight.
put him up 7-4, and the Royals went on to win 11-7.
All right, we go to the 7th here. 5-1 Miami leading it. Hey, registration for the inaugural Braves Golf Classic is open. You can join Dale Murphy, Tim Hudson, Andrew Jones, a lot of Braves alumni on May 6th. Atlanta Athletic Club is a spot. Golf, entertainment, prizes, and more. Braves.com/Golf Classic. That's where you need to go to learn more and sign up. So Marlins debut here for Calvin Fauché, who was with the Tampa Bay Rays the last 2 years. He struggled with the Rays, had a 6.32 ERA in 22 and 23, but now he's trying to get right with Miami.
And the right-hander leads with his cutter, sweeping slider, two-seam fastball. The fastball's around 95 miles an hour, and there's a curveball in there once in a while.
And he was just called up today. Matt Andriese, who pitched last night out of the bullpen, was sent down to AAA.
Oh, no.
And
New pitcher.
was the call-up.
New pitcher. Calvin Foster. Sorry about that.
Well, we have seen it a bunch already this year.
So see if we can get into
with the
this
Braves and their
bullpen
ability
here.
to come back late because of their offense. And it
go,
lines up at least on
Arcia.
paper here with the Marlins, because as it stands right now, they have nearly a 6 ERA among their relievers.
But Orlando Arcia sends an innocent pop to shallow right. That falls into the mid of Garcia.
One down. Not looking good for our Braves here, but we still got some time.
From Georgia Drive Chevy.
That's right. This is where the Braves come back.
The 2024 Chevy Trax, starting at $21,495. Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
All right, D-Train. Trains in the chat, y'all. Trains in the chat.
Well, let's see if the Braves can take advantage of that struggling bullpen and those numbers that CJ mentioned. They're happy to see Max Meyer gone. He went 6, gives up just the 1 run, and he struck out 7.
It's kind of amazing how this game works, right? It's because of all of those injuries that they have had to their starting rotation that Max Meyer even got an opportunity this year, and he turned in a really nice outing against the best
like we did against the
offense in
Diamondbacks.
And he did have some base runners, gave up a few doubles, but the Braves were 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position against Max Meyer.
Oh. 2-1. Come on, D-Train. We need you right here.
2-1 pitch, a swing and a miss.
2-2.
2-2. Now Meyer sits and watches and hopes to get his second big league win. This one back towards us, lands just below our booth.
2-2, top of the 7th inning stretch coming up, y'all.
And that one had some pace. That's one where I would have been hiding underneath the table.
I'm going to get hit in the head. I didn't even see it. I'm looking at other things, not even on my mind that we might get a foul ball up here.
When you get researching over there, there is steam that comes off your keyboard. It is impressive.
I'm like a golden retriever. You throw a tennis ball out, I get all excited about what I might be able to get my hands on.
You always catch it, though. Darno fouls the 2-2 pitch into the seats.
Seven nothing.
Miami is trying to avoid their worst start through 15 games in their franchise history.
Man, did the Predators wake them up or what?
13, but right now, they're in command, and Fauché is able
Come
to strike
on,
out
D-Train.
Darno. 2 outs.
Man, bullpen.
Stay tuned
Braves
for the
didn't come
stretch
to
presented
bat
by
today.
Synovus. After one more out here, we will toss it back to the Atlanta studio.
All right, tissues up to bat. Kleenex. Kelnick. See what he can do here. Strike one.
So Marlin pitchers
2
now
outs.
8 strikeouts. 4 of those have come to the 8 and 9 batters in the Atlanta order. Darno 2 strikeouts and Kelnick 0 for 2 with 2 Ks swinging. And he's down 0-2.
Foul.
Mentioned the 3 days off that he had and trying to get back into that groove that he was in. The first 2 plate appearances, we saw him expand the strike zone more than we had seen up to this point
Kelnick
this
0
season.
for 2 tonight. 2
And he'll never make
strikeouts.
the excuse, right? But it is a tough spot. That's part of the platoon role, is that there's going to be those times where you're going to have multiple days off, and in this case 3 with the rain out.
And again, when that announcement was made during spring training that the Braves had signed Adam Duvall, Jared Kelnick embraced it, said he makes the team better, happy to platoon with him, but
Kelnick,
does make it
429
tough,
batting
as you
average,
said,
3
CJ, maybe get
RBIs.
into a rhythm.
Popped up.
Shallow center.
Center.
Chisholm started back, comes in a few steps and takes
3
it.
down.
Time to stretch. We go back to Atlanta.
All right. It's time to stretch, y'all.
This stretch is brought to you by Synovus, the bank that helps you reach for your big league dreams.
Let's
Get
find it
there
first.
with Synovus. Welcome
Here we
into
go,
the stretch.
7th inning
Presented
stretch.
by
Get those
Synovus.
peanuts,
Travis Gilsey, Greenback
get those
in our ATL
popcorns, get
studios,
those
but
Cracker
Braves
Jacks,
country
get those
expands much
baseballs,
wider than
whatever
that
in the
as the watch
chat.
party
It's
going down
time
in
to get up and
Nashville
stretch.
earlier today, and Sean Henry has words on what that means to the city up there.
We got together a few years ago and said, our fans are their fans are our fans. So let's face it, Smashville is Braves Country North, and the Battery is Smashville South. So what better way to bring ourselves to take our game days and celebrate right here in BetMGM Lounge and get the party started a little bit early with the Braves game. Let our fans show their colors, red, blue, and gold. So it's a natural partnership.
That watch party extending into the late hours of the evening with the Nashville Preds game going on. But Nick, we saw ourselves, bro.
We did, and I'm happy to see Braves jerseys there. And I'm not a big hockey fan.
Let's get some
but as long as Braves
runs.
jerseys are in Nashville, I'm pretty happy about that.
Not bad at all, baby. Let's get back to some more Braves baseball after a quick word from our friends over there.
Alrighty, appreciate everybody being here. Thanks so much, y'all. I did get to show the Braves lineup here. But here was the lineups I had. Oh, that's the wrong thing.
Yes. I do have a few
A
questions.
second.
Solid financial future doesn't happen by chance.
Oh my
Let's talk
gosh.
about your potential today.
My gosh.
Bottom of the 7th, 5-1 Miami. A shout out to our fans in Nashville at the Braves watch party right now at Bridgestone
Oh, that's
Arena.
cool.
Appreciate you being a part of this Saturday afternoon telecast with Wiley CJ.
Yeah, they're in town. That's awesome.
It's good to see here Chris Sale back out for the 7th inning. He had 2 very efficient innings. The 6th was his best, only 6 pitches. In the 3rd inning, he only threw 7, and so because of those
Sale
2, he
again?
buys himself another one and has an opportunity to try to get through 7.
Mason Braun.
And he starts Brujan off with a slider.
Brujan. Randy says you can put this game to bed. We're not coming back today. The 1-2-3 hitter's not doing anything.
Pretty cool thing the Braves are doing, though, with that watch party in Nashville. Watch parties all over the
Olsen's a
Southeast,
joke
all
so
over Braves
far.
country, getting
It's not good
so many
right
Braves
now.
fans that are so
You love your
passionate about this
Braves,
fan
but not
base, getting
today.
them out and enjoying Braves baseball.
There's something about being with your crew and everyone kind of rooting for the same team in the same spot, enjoying the game. This kind of gets adopted from some of like the college bars in certain towns, right? That it might be whatever, a college in Ohio, but there's a bar in Atlanta where they watch Ohio State kind of stuff. It's fun.
And quite a few Braves fans here today at Lone Depot Park, as there usually are. Watching
Because the
Chris Sale
Braves are in
deliver a
town, that's
2-2 pitch. Brujan just got a piece. Two. Grounder softly to short. Orlando. Great play. Earlier in the game, he turned a fantastic double play, and there a great job to get Brujan.
Really impressive here from Orlando, who's going to get that.
Still at 50 likes, huh? It's going to be a rough night. Rough night for the Braves, right?
So you don't have enough time
rough
to
night for
make the hop what you want it to be, right? On a routine ground ball, you can create the hop. He didn't have that option there. He had to play the short hop. Great hands and really good exchange, and he finishes off with a strong throw.
His defense tremendous, just like it was last year in
91
his
pitches for
All-Star
Sale.
season. Oh, 1 to Luis Ariz at the top of the Marlins order. Anthony's 0-2. Hardest guy to strike
Keep hitting
out
that
in
like
baseball.
button, trying to get
Can
to
Sale
60
do it?
likes.
He just will not go quietly into the night.
0-2.
No, and think about the pitch that he got his hit on last
1 for
time.
3.
It was such a great slider, and probably 9.5 out of 10 left-handed big leaguers are swinging and missing at that pitch. But he is the one guy that knows how to put him in play. There really are not a lot of holes.
Yeah, so we're not going to lose anything here. Jose, what's going on? Welcome in.
Puts it in play, but
Ground
right
ball,
to
Ozzie.
Orlando. Or Ozzie. So Orlando made the first play. Ozzie makes
So
this
2
one
down.
2 outs.
And Josh Bell, who did the homer in the first inning. 1 for 2, a homer, a walk, and an RBI.
See if Chris Sale can get one more out here. This is the guy who hit the solo homer that started the scoring for Miami back in the first inning. Josh Bell.
Yeah, it's because I had too many today. They only push out so many. We did a bunch of notifications, so it's okay.
Couple of veterans.
I figured as well.
Squaring off here. Sale 35.
We're not even getting pushed
Bell
by
31.
YouTube, so they're like,
it was interesting
you're
listening
doing
to
too
Chris
much.
Sale. I think it was after his last start talking about
They
how
can't
he
push
essentially
everything you put
never
out.
shakes
So
off.
that's okay.
Ever. I find that fascinating for a guy who's been around as long as he is, who certainly knows how to pitch, what he wants to do. He 100% completely trusts his catchers.
Down the right field line this time, Ronald over
Foul
there.
ball.
But it goes off the side of the wall.
He was joking about when he was in college and saying, I dare you to ever shake off in college. And, you know, those college coaches control everything, even back when he
Josh
was
Bell, 205 average.
Forever. And he just got used to that
204
style.
average, sorry.
I mean, it's hard to believe that he's played as long as
On
he
the
has.
season,
and the
he's
way
got
he
2
lays it out
homers,
there,
7
that he says he's never
RBIs
shook
for
off.
Bell.
That's the thing for me, how fiery he is.
Yeah.
You would think a guy
Former
like that
Pittsburgh
might
Pirate.
go the other way.
Went
He's got
to
a pretty
San
good guy
Diego,
to
I
trust back
believe.
there in Travis d'Arnaud. He got a
Oh,
piece at
foul.
Bell, 1-2 still.
And this is Sale's
I really doubt there's
98th
another pitcher in
pitch.
baseball that played as long as he has. Was he 14 seasons in now?
Okay, I have to refresh here.
That can say that. Not once? Not one time you're like, oh, I don't like that. I want to try this instead. Not one time.
Think he's fibbing?
No, I mean, I don't think he is. I don't know why he would, but it is amazing.
It is. Been around a long time, the lefty. 7-time All-Star turn.
Can't tell which one's which.
35 the day before his season debut in Philadelphia. There in late March. Bell sends it into the seats, so Sale right at 100 pitches now.
Yeah. So penalized for doing too much. Yeah, right. They only announce.
Sale
They
looking
only
for that
notify like
final
4 or
out
5 times a day.
Of his outing. He's going to have to throw a 102nd.
So I did a
pitch.
poll this
3-2
morning.
out of Josh Bell.
I think it's 3 times a day.
Jesse Chavez
They
is
notify
warming for
people.
Atlanta.
No more than that. Which is fine. That's what notification bells are. I know they're not gonna.
Sale deals.
It is what it is.
Right back to the mound. He gets
Here goes
through
Sale.
7. Now the Braves bats need to get going.
All right, we go to the 8th inning. 8th inning. Bats boys need to get it going here. It starts off with Acuna. It starts off with Albies and Riley. If we can't get it going here in this lineup here, the 1st through 6th, we're going to lose this game and lose their first home game. They're going to have their first win at home this year for the Marlins. But help us out here. We're going to get the chop going here this inning. So make sure you get the chop going, get the chops in the chat, and let's see if we can rally here with Acuna Matata, Ozzie Albies, and Austin Riley. Let's see if we can do it. Hit it. That's right, man. Let's do it. Hit the ball. All right. Top of the 8th. It's Acuna Jr. time.
Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase.
Look at the most barrels since the start of last year. Ronald Acuna above Ohtani and Olsen
squaring the baseball up since the beginning of last year. Of course, it was an historic season, and now we'd love to see it like we have all year late in the game here as they trail by 4.
He crushed one off the barrel in the 5th inning, did Acuna. Hit it off the top of the wall for a double.
All right, Acuna. Let's go. 0 for 1. Them birds dirty. That's right,
the new
baby.
pitcher here is Anthony Bender. Missed all of last year after having Tommy John surgery in August of 22.
Marlins,
now he is
2
back for his
pitchers
third
back
year
from
of the
Tommy
He's
John.
showing some pretty good velocity here, 95, 96 with that 2-seam fastball to go along with a sweeping slider and changeup.
There is a sweeper, and it takes care of Acuna.
And Acuna goes down again.
To get Ronald.
1 for 4 tonight, 2 Ks.
Ozzie Albies is our Xfinity game changer here this evening in Miami.
Or 1K. All right, Ozzie, he's 1 for 3. He's got 1K.
He's got a
Nobody
double
hitting
in
tonight.
3 trips to the plate.
Ronald awful today again.
And he fouls that off. But here is the Xfinity Game Changer feature graphic. You look at the last 10 games against the Marlins. 10 ribbies, 10 extra base hits.
It's fun. If you like kind of even numbers and symmetry, you're going to get it right there in those 10 games. Good average, good OPS, the on-base plus slugging.
Bender, 4 pitches. All strikes so far. And he gets that call from Brian. Was a rookie in 2021. He was fantastic. A sub-3 ERA. Was pitching well before his injury in 2022. And then all
right, getting synced up again, y'all. 1 second. Synced up here. Synced up. Synced up.
Last year out. Oh, Ozzie, that got a piece of him, but he appears to be okay.
Keep hitting that like button, y'all. Trying to get to 60 likes. 60 likes.
You can tell that one hurt a little.
Guys with good 2-seam fastballs get this a lot when you're talking, especially, I mean, right or left, but especially those opposite hitters, the lefty versus the righty here in this case.
Looked like it went right off the big toe.
Monday we'll be back for some more Braves baseball for against the Astros. 2-2 count.
He thought about it, didn't it? And didn't he?
He
look
thought
like
about rigging him up.
That as he started looking back at him, I think he picked up.
So we'll be back on Monday night for some Braves Astros. We'll have our full show then.
But 2-2 with 1 out and nobody on here in the 8th. Ozzie is now
and
down.
Ozzie goes down.
He got Acuna on that.
Dang.
And now he gets Ozzie Albies. 10 strikeouts for the Marlins pitching here this afternoon.
This was a stretch where the boys could really put a lead in the East. Playing the Marlins and the Astros coming up. 2 teams that are not having good seasons.
Like you mean it.
We could have had some good wins here. But a lot of teams are losing to teams that they shouldn't lose to.
Could find his way on base here.
Austin Riley now. He got a triple, a hit by a pitch, and a strikeout.
Riley tripled and scored the Braves' only run in the 6th inning. On the outside corner, 2 balls, 1 strike. That got a good piece of Brian O'Nora. Christian Bethancourt making sure he's okay. He says he is. That's the crew chief back there.
Looked like it caught him right on the chest protector. Let's take a peek. Oh, no, right off of the mask. I don't know how those guys do it. You know, we give them a hard time about missing pitches and all those kinds of things, but it's a dangerous job, and I don't know how comfortable I'd be back there, even with all that protection. The arms are exposed. And I think you want to double check, just make sure there's no concussion here. Even though it hit the mask, it's still jarring for your head.
Oh, it's coming back with such pace. He said, I appreciate it, but I'm good. This Atlanta Braves offense leads Major League Baseball, scoring under 7 runs.
They cannot hit today. That's right, Tommy.
Had 8 in the win last night, but so far here today, Marlins
some
pitchers have
dirt on
combined
it.
for 10 strikeouts.
Get
The Braves
back
down
behind the plate.
5-1. Riley lays off the sweeper there, and the count goes full.
3-2.
They're trying to strike out the side. Here's the 3-2. Broken bat. Well, bloop out to left, but coming in to grab it, De La Cruz. And it is still 5-1 after 7.5.
Braves are down to their last 3. We go to the bottom of the 8th. 5-1. Here is Berger, De La Cruz, and Chisholm. De La Cruz just caught that ball in left field. Berger, he's 0 for 1, 2 doubles. Oh, quick. And Uncle Jesse in there in relief. Uncle Jesse in relief. Here's the Marlins there if you missed who was going to be up. Berger, De La Cruz, Chisholm. 0 for 3 for Chisholm, 2 strikeouts. De La Cruz, 1 K. He's 1 for 3 with 3 RBIs for De La Cruz. He had that big bases loaded hit to left field. 0 for 1 for Berger. He also had a hit to left field that Kelenic dropped. So it brought another RBI. So heart of the order here that's done all the damage for the Fish tonight. So like I said, we'll be doing another stream on Monday. We'll have our full show on Monday with the pre-show and all that stuff. So hope that, and then maybe YouTube will give us some notifications to every single buddy on Monday night. So make sure you're looking for a stream on Monday. Braves still have a chance. Game over. Congrats, Fish, on your first homemade win. That's right.
Tune in to join Jonathan as he explores the world's best adventure cities.
Get ready for the British Basketball League. 10 teams, 1 electrifying game.
Atlanta Branch Bay.
1 second, y'all.
Area Cadillac dealers. Buy rooms to go. The store-wide mattress sale is going on now. And by Synovus, the bank that helps you get there. Get you to the need for days like today. Absolutely gorgeous. Bad news is, though, Braves down 5-1. Jesse Chavez in out of the pin here in the bottom of the 8th.
And for Jesse on for the 4th time this season, he's thrown the ball really well. A little bit of a longer roll.
Mobile coverage cam today, and it is all about the Braves shortstop for those 2 great plays he made defensively.
Yeah, really smart play here. We talked about this earlier, the timing of it, recognizing that he had to go left foot and hit that.
Oh, there you go. 1 second.
And a really, really nice exchange. He picked it clean and finished it perfectly. It's been a good day in the field for Orlando.
That double play came back in the 2nd inning. And then the other play you saw came
way ahead. 1 second,
in the 7th.
Way ahead. 1 second.
De La Cruz.
Got to get it synced up here. 1-0. The De La Cruz has done all the damage. Uncle Jesse here with 1
Who's
out.
the batter? 27-year-old from the Dominican Republic. 2nd year as the Marlins everyday left fielder for De La Cruz.
Still not chopping for this team. The heart of the order, Olsen, Ozuna, etc.
Even if he gloves it or knocks it down, that's a single.
De La Cruz having a game tonight, y'all. Yeah, definitely make sure you're joining our Discord. For all Braves content, we have Atlanta Braves channel in there. We'd love for you to
Jazz
join
Chisholm,
us there.
who is 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts now.
Chisholm up to bat.
Mentioned all the games that he has missed the last couple of years. A pair of frustrating seasons for Jazz after his promising start here in Miami. Because he went third person a couple of weeks ago when they asked about staying healthy. He said, a healthy Jazz is an MVP Jazz.
Oh, okay. Well, so far not this year, hitting 188 with a couple of homers.
And 0 for 3 today, and down here, a ball and 2 strikes. He said he feels if he plays all the games, he'll hit at least 30 homers. But so far, as you mentioned, CJ, the average has not been there.
I like how they don't have the red jerseys to put on them, even though they're wearing red jerseys.
They're also not afraid to say it. I'm more of a fan of the inner confidence. But to each their own, whatever it takes.
They just do the white.
And I can't help but laugh a little bit and enjoy some of the third person.
Yeah, they look pretty cool.
I'm thinking about our good buddy George.
George Costanza.
Yeah, of course, you know, Jimmy and George.
Jimmy. In on the hands, little
Popped
flare, and that's going to drop.
That's going to be a base hit.
So Jazz does get his
Chisholm
first
gets
hit
his
here
first hit of the
today.
night.
2 on with 1 out. A quick message from Zaxby's.
Zaxby's new Southern Fried Shrimp.
Alabama
One of
will
a
win
kind
this game.
shrimp
Let me
paired
get
with a
another
one of a
beer.
kind sauce.
Keep hitting that like button, trying to get to 60 likes.
George likes his chicken spicy, CJ. Javi Garcia now is 1 for 3 with a hit.
Garcia.
Jesse tried to get the
Come on,
outside
Uncle
corner
Jesse.
there, but missed by a touch. Braves do have Darius Vines warming in the pen. It would be his season debut.
Oh, Vines going to be in the
He was
bullpen?
called up when Alan Winans got optioned back to Gwinnett after his last start.
I'll have to add the Uncle Jesse regime again.
Grounder
Ground
right at Matt
ball.
Olson.
Matt
to
Olson.
second for 1. That would have been an
He
unbelievable
dropped
double
it.
play. Good job by Jesse just to knock that ball
So
down.
3-6, almost
Jesse's been doing this a long time.
3-6-1.
There might have been a little
but
bit of panic there as he
Garcia
was covering
dropped it.
first because there was not a lot of time to get over there. This was a great throw from Matt Olson. A lot of first basemen are not going to make this because you don't have much of a lane, and Orlando needed a little bit of time to get there. And you're right. That is a great job by Jesse. Look at that. I mean, that almost hit Jazz Chisholm in the helmet. Some guys will back away from that throw if they're not confident that they can make it and just take the out at first. But not Matt Olson, the Gold Glover.
Braves will be up to the last 3 outs in the 9th after this
So you've
if
got
they don't
Nana
score
Cruz at
anymore.
third, Garcia at first, and here's
Need one
Emmanuel
more out
Rivera.
here.
A strike right down the middle. Jesse trying to get out of the jam. Keep this a 4-run game and give the Braves
Rivera by 214, only 1 RBI.
Back in the 9th. Atlanta will have Olson, Ozuna, and Harris coming to the plate.
Interesting, Jake. Elder was moved till tomorrow, so maybe they knew if they were losing, they needed to use bullpens to put Vines in there today.
Two-one from Jesse. Misses on the
3-1.
curveball. 3-1. A walk would load him up and extend the inning for Bethancourt. Three and 2.
3-2, good pitch.
And now the payoff pitch. And we'll do it again. Back to the second
Foul
deck.
ball, 3-2.
Game 2 of this 3-game set. Game 3 tomorrow at 1:40. And then the Braves will head west to the Lone Star State to take on the Houston Astros for 3 before returning home to Truist Park.
And we'll be bringing that game Monday and Tuesday for you guys.
A 5-1 game.
All right, thank you, Butterfly. Thank you for all the fun today. Been here since 9 o'clock this morning. Thank you, Butterfly. I appreciate you.
Oh, the race is on. She got there.
What's up, Gene?
She saw the seam. She took it. No hesitation.
The Trash Tros. That's Butterfly's team. First and third, 2 outs, 3 and 2. Get him right here, Uncle Jesse.
Again, the 3-2. This one in play. Acuna over there. Ronald Acuna has it. The Braves need a rally. Matt Olson will lead things off for the ninth.
All right, we go to the top of the ninth. Top of the ninth. And here's who we got. It's Olson, Ozuna, and Michael Harris. Two of the 3 have been hot this whole season. So no reason we can't get all 3 in to score. And then we're going to have to cheer on Arcia, Darno, and Kelnick to make a comeback here. So we'll see what happens. If not, like I said, we'll be back here on Monday night for a full show, our pre-show, everything. YouTube will push us out that day, hopefully. Hopefully we haven't lost that because of not being on, but hopefully not. And we'll hope to see you guys. Tomorrow, if you like racing, we'll be doing the, what is it called? The Auto Trader Echo Park Automotive 400 from Texas Motor Speedway. Make sure you join us there. But let's see what Matty O can do here. But that stream will be up later on tonight. We've been streaming since 9 o'clock this morning, y'all. Started off with NASCAR Cup Series practice and qualifying, and then we took about an hour break. We did the NASCAR Xfinity race, the Andes Custard 300, and then we went right into baseball. We've been streaming since 9 a.m., putting in the work, putting in the grind, getting subscribers, getting members, getting views. This is what you got to do, guys. You got to grind. Here we go. Let's see a walk-off here.
By Destin Fort Walton
Let's
Beach,
see
Florida.
a walk-off.
And by Yellowwood. If it doesn't have this yellow tag, you don't want it. Back here in Miami, Braves need to find a way to score 4. As we go to the top of the 9, Tanner Scott is on for Miami.
And look at that number that jumps off the page. Yeah, good ERA, but 9 walks in 5 2/3 innings so far for this hard-throwing left-hander. He sees his fastball sit around 97 miles an hour to go along with a slider.
So Scott coming in here.
The first pitch to Olson. Swing and a miss.
Olson.
95
0 for 3 for Olson tonight. 2
left-hand.
strikeouts.
Nick Gordon.
What's happening to my Braves? It's just one game.
Replacing
Had a couple bad ones.
And this ball goes
It's not
his
16
way.
runs like against the Mets the other night.
Foul ground, but into the seats. Matt has struck out swinging his last 2 times up, and he's down here, no balls
top
and
of the
2
ninth,
strikes.
last chance.
He watches that sail high.
1-2. Foul ball, 1-2 here, Matty O.
On the hill, his 3rd year with Miami.
5 more subscribers to 11,550. Almost 100 subs today, y'all.
The bullpen has struggled.
Almost 100 subs.
Numbers for Tanner Scott. He's been okay, but those walks high. 9 of them so far this year. And his 1-2 pitch coming. Olson does put it in play. Bobbled it second.
Bobbled it?
And Matt beats it out. Arise.
E4 for Arise.
Pretty sure-handed over there. Makes the air.
He bobbled it. E4.
But it was almost like ejecto meet the way it just came forward afterwards.
Let's get it. Chops in the chat, y'all.
Over there.
Chops in the chat.
Unusual to see a ball kick that far forward. Let's see what happened here to catch the palm. That was on the end. He had it, and then it just shot out. It's very unusual.
So maybe light at the end of the tunnel here for Atlanta. Leadoff man on. And Marcell Ozuna takes a strike.
Home run makes it 5-3.
Trip around the bases. Big one last night from Marcell. 446 feet.
Certainly would take another. Some work, of course, for the Braves to do in this inning. So getting on anyway will work right now. But red hot Marcell Ozuna, right man, right spot.
In the midst of a 12-game hit streak. Longest active streak in Major League
for
Baseball.
Ozuna. Come on now.
0-2. Ground ball to
Ground
short.
ball, 6.
And this time a 6-3 double play as Brujan does it himself.
Double play, 2 down.
Braves down to their final out.
And it's Money Mike time.
Michael Harris, 1 for 3. That's kind of the opposite of yesterday, partner. Braves won 8-1 on Friday night, but 5-1 here in Miami.
Yeah, I mean, you got to give credit where
1-0.
credit is due. As far as Max Meyer, he threw the ball really well, and Chris Sale just kind of had that one bad inning where the command got away from him. That seems to have been the difference here so far. And as bad as this bullpen has been so far this season, at least up to this point, they have thrown the ball well against the Braves in this game.
Michael Harris is batting 327 here.
Bender, and now Scott out of that pin. 1-2.
1-2. And the Braves are down to their last strike. I know, man. I know.
Some of the Marlin faithful that are here on their feet.
Hopped up.
Harris to shallow left center.
And the Marlins win it home for the first time this year.
Takes it from
GG.
And that will do it.
GG.
Even the series with a 5-1 victory. Getting a solid start from Max Meyer, who
lost to the
5-1.
And they ran into a tough starter today. Now it becomes, of course, about winning the series tomorrow before you head into Houston and taking advantage of a team that has been down. They have a moment today. You can't let them have one tomorrow.
My gosh.
First pitch tomorrow, 1:40 Eastern. It will be the rubber game of a 3-game set between the Braves and the Fish. Thanks for being with us today. Don't go anywhere. Braves Live postgame presented by Xfinity will be coming at you next. For our entire crew, for CJ Nikowski, for Wiley Ballard, and everybody else, I'm Brandon Gaud signing off and saying so long, everybody.
All right. Hope everybody enjoyed the game today. It was a quick one, but 5-1. Braves lose to the worst team in baseball. Sale looks horrible. Our lineup looks horrible. 1 for 4 for Acuna, 1 for 4 for Albies, 1 for 3 for Riley, 0 for 4 for Olsen, 1 for 4 for Ozuna, keeps his hit streak going. 1 for 4 for Michael Harris, 0 for 3 for Arcia, 1 for 3 for d'Arnaud, and 0 for 3 for Kelenic. Total of 3, 4, 5, 7, 9 strikeouts total for the Atlanta Braves today. So that's how it goes. It's exactly. So, alrighty, y'all. There it is. Hope everybody enjoyed the stream today. Like I said, Monday we'll have a full show, as we always do. This was kind of a get it in right before the race ended and the game was starting. So, hope everybody has a good day. Keep chopping on. Thanks, my lovely wife, Spain, for doing everything she does when I'm hitting or hanging out with y'all. Thanks to the mods. Thanks to the members. And thank you for watching. We'll chop them on. We'll see them. No baseball tomorrow, but definitely Monday against those Astros. Get those fish tomorrow, and we'll see you tomorrow for some racing. And do you got anything to say? See you to live. Love you. See ya. Peace.